Oh, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
We did have a very eventful morning getting the vlog up, and I had to watch Delaney this morning with Remy, and thankfully my mom came over because Char was working on a few things. I have to give props to parents with more than one child under the age of 2. Yeah, I have to give props to parents that have more than one child. I don't care how old they are. I don't care the age difference. It's a lot. Like if one cries, the other one cries, more than likely. And if one wants to be held, the other one wants to be held. And you only have 2 arms, and it doesn't always work out perfectly. So it was kind of a crazy and eventful morning for us, but it is now 2 p.m. As you guys can see, I can finally take my shower. Char is finally semi-relaxed.
Sort of. It's still hella crap, but I'm still...
Yeah. He had to start round of chemo last night. He's a trooper as always.
We should start the day off again with what we're doing. Do you want to tell them? So before we start today's video, we're going to do kind of like what we did yesterday. If you didn't see yesterday's video, we decided that what we were going to do on CTFxCmerch.com, we were taking all the snapback hats and all the beanies. Remy's rocking hers, the red one. And we're putting those on the site. 100% of the sales and profits from these beanies and snapbacks are going to Wires, which is an Australian wildlife rehabilitation and rescue fund that helps with all the animals in the Australian bushfires right now. We set this live. I know, Rem. Yesterday we did this and we saw an insane amount of support and community coming together for this and sharing it with everybody. Tell everyone you know. Tell them to go there, and if you want to go to Wires and donate directly, so I'll put in information down there in the description too. So yeah, we're gonna start the video now, but I just wanted to get that, get your attention at the beginning. So thank you guys. I swear guys, she has toys, but just prefers her shoes.
Hi.
And she somehow gets her shoes off and just starts playing with them.
Yes,
And then people think we don't have toys for her.
yeah, she talks to them all the time. She talks to her shoes, and they have deep conversations about life, love, and
the pursuit of happiness. She'll have a toy next to her and we'll be going somewhere in public or something like that, and she pulls her shoe off and she's just like chewing on the top of it, and I can tell people are looking at us like, Remy, who's that?
She said she's looking at the diamonds.
Looking at the diamonds? Who's that?
Oh, who's that?
Who's that girl? I love when she catches guys. There it is. Okay, Remy, what about this one, Remy? Who's that? Hey, you looking at Dad now?
Her eyes match my jacket.
I do. We're looking, look at Allie's eyes and look at her eyes. They're identical. Oh, she doesn't want to be on camera.
Stop, Dad, you're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me.
Get used to it, baby girl. It's going to happen way more often than you think.
Those are.
It's scary.
Can you change the voice?
The modulation? Yeah, probably. I can't do it though.
Oh.
Oh, go ahead.
It changes your voice. It makes it so you can't even understand.
Like the zoo. But you can take these home. But we will not. Nope, done.
Birds are so pretty.
You want to go look at the fish?
Oh, they're all flying. Like, hey, come on, George, come over here. Leave Larry in the side. Nobody wants to talk to Larry. He's been a jerk.
Remy, you want to go look at the fish? You like fish. It's only a matter of time before we get a fish tank. See? Remy, look, see? Oh, she sees them. I love how she's just like so curious on everything. So I want that fish.
Can I hold him?
Can I hold that fish, please? She got the same expression every single time she sees fish.
Only 16 cents.
Feed her fish.
What does that mean?
They feed them to other fish.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Josephine, Leroy,
Remy,
Brittany,
which fish do you want to say?
Jessica, Matthew.
Which one do you want to say it, buddy? So obviously, today has been just a day of, I haven't been feeling too well. I'm obviously on the next round of goodness and fun stuff. And I was babysitting this morning, which babysitting 2 babies at the same age. Yeah, that's right. I have to tell, I have such a new appreciation for my mom. I have such a new appreciation for your mom. Yeah. Not bad. It's just a lot. You know who's bad? This one. No. Not bad, but cute. Because she wants to always hang out. Reading more about like the fires and things like that, because I'm following down that whole like rabbit hole. More stuff that's coming out, like there's weird stuff. First there's they found like 24 people accused of starting the fire. Then I read, then I read that there were bots out there creating fake news. Like there's been bots out there making fake news about people starting fires.
That's so
it's like the anti-climate change people and the climate change people. Like everyone is just, I think everyone's losing the goal of the situation. Like everyone's out there to point.
The fire is what we need.
Yeah, from what I've read, and I probably by the time this comes out, something new is going to come out. They're ignoring the fact of what's really actually happening. It's mind blowing. The fact when I started reading about bots and things like that, doing all that weird stuff.
What do you mean by that? I guess.
Well, I guess it was like fake news. Yeah, it was making fake news stuff or whatever. I don't know how much of that's true, and I don't know if those people accused of starting the fire actually were people that were accused of. This is probably a very controversial thing, but for me, I would tie those people up on one of the trees and just wait.
But there is 100% a part of me that's like, of course it's going to be the heat in like.
Oh yeah, the lightning strikes.
Of course, all of that has a huge contribution to like the spreading of it and like.
Allie's a nicer person. Me, I just tie somebody up. I'd be like, you started this. Peace out.
Listen.
You know what we could do though is just look at this face.
I know.
She's eating sweet potato instead of like avocado, which we found out she dislikes.
I know. Maybe down the road.
We do the airplane. She likes the airplane. Again, about the foot. All about the foot. Today, lo and behold, you guys specifically have really kind of put more faith in humanity. Like we said earlier in today's video, and I'm going to keep hammering it. All the beanies and snapback hats that we've been putting on, I looked just before turning this on, and there was over 300 of them sold. Right there alone. One day.
This shows us right here that humanity is great. You guys are amazing.
Just the CTFxC.
CTF, well, but true, like you guys are like going out of your way. And some people we've read in the comment section were saying like, listen, I already have these beanies. I don't even really need them, but I'm gonna get them anyways.
I'm stoked that this one might have the chance of seeing a koala and a kangaroo. You want to share that with all your animal friends? Huh? Do you want to share it?
Hey, Remy, what does a koala say? Hi.
Those are 5.
I love that she does that now.
She's like trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about them being good for kids. And I put it on Remy and I was like, oh, that looks pretty solid. Little family outing.
We're trying to do this now, where we take all of them for a walk at night, because usually what'll happen is I try and get her to bed while they're walking, but we realize she starts to fall asleep now when we take them for a walk, if I'm walking with them. So changes are being made.
We're doing it, guys.
Make our nighttime routine.
We're doing this. But the problem is when we walk at night, see how like she couldn't see Allie for a second. If she can't see Allie, things hit the fan real fast. But we're starting to figure out little things that work. So we find some suggestions. Don't work. Yeah, some suggestions from other parents that like say something that works for their kids. We try it. Not all kids are the same. We have really fully figured that out. It's like not all dogs are the same. Like for example, this one wants to listen. These two do not. This is insane. Remember she couldn't hit that thing at all? Now she's just whacking at those things. Now we have to literally strap her in like crazy. Oh, she's tired. I don't like the fact that how tall she is now. That's insane. She's growing up so fast. It's like watching a puppy. A puppy grows up, I think, even faster. I mean, if you think about it. Like, that was crazy watching these two grow up. I know I just compared my daughter to a bunch of pups, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. I guess basically at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is all these things that she could not touch before, she's grabbing at, which means, I don't know, what does that mean? So we're doing it, guys. We actually have made our goal for tonight. We're gonna start getting lower and lower, but we finally got her down at 8 p.m. Almost on the dot, almost on the exact dot.
Like, that's late, but not really.
Considering what it used to not exist, we're narrowing it down, and this was actually our goal. So for us to actually meet our goal is actually pretty crazy, huh? Technically, but we wiped our hands and we're able to walk away at like 8 o'clock, which is perfect. So eventually we'll get down to maybe like 7:30 or 7, maybe. I don't really know. Depends. See, I say this a lot, but the thing about Remy that I've noticed in other babies is that she so wants to be everywhere all at once. Like she feels like she has Remy's got a bad case of FOMO. I think that's exactly the best way to describe Remy. She has FOMO almost every single time. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. thank you so much again, guys, for raising, as of right now, over $3,000. I think it's gonna keep going up, so.
You're incredible.
This is unbelievable. You guys, we can't believe it. We just cannot believe it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Actually, scratch that. It's your job, because I'll see you guys Monday. I want you guys to go watch any videos that you missed, and if you already saw them all, go watch them again. Try to see if you can find little nuances. Allie and I actually try to hide little things in the videos. I'm never gonna tell you where they're at, but that's your job.
We will tell you where they're at.
At the end of the time, when we decide,
if
like,
you can find them though.
yeah, it's like one of those like, oh, by the way, you guys didn't notice this whole thing? Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, bye.